How are you today? This is Daily Walk 404 on YouTube. Um, I just wanted to come and talk about a couple different things as far as new believers. If you're a new believer and you're trying to decide how do I read the Bible, what Bible should I read, and how do I create that rhythm and habit of reading, I would suggest there's always big Bibles that you can get. I'm trying to find something, right? Some people would suggest you have something like this. Um, New Testament parallel, what it is you have the King James, the Amplified Version, the Living New Testament, and the Revised Standard Version, all in one book. You can read them any random thing. I'm not trying to get too far into it, but you see where you can read in different translations of whatever passage you're reading, so you can read and see which one best fits for you, which one sounds best. That's a between you and God thing. Pray about it. I'm not going to suggest one translation over the other. I will later make videos about the different translations and how we got them, and how each time it was translated, they tried to get back to the original Greek, Hebrew, or Aramaic. But for the basic, I would suggest you download what's called the Bible app, U version. It's in Apple Store. It's in the Android store. Not gonna get into that debate either. Apple versus Android, it really doesn't matter. One phone works better than the other. Get a phone, use a phone, use that as a great tool. You can download devotions that can pop up on your phone daily to remind you to read. You can go through Bible plans, reading through the Bible. Also, don't get caught up on that either, because a lot of people try to start reading through the Bible in a year, and next thing you know, you get tripped up and you go day 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're good. And then next, you miss 5, 6, 7, then you're back, and then now you're beating yourself up like, oh, I promised myself I was going to read. Have grace for yourself. If you stopped on day 4, pick back up on day 4 and keep it going. Hopefully nobody's judging you for it. I won't judge you for it. I know God's not judging you for it. You're starting a process. It's something that you have to work out daily. It's just like if you go to the gym. You can't go to the gym day 1, day 2, skip 2 weeks, and then think you're going to get a result. If you're looking for that spiritual walk and that spiritual transformation, you're going to have to get plugged in to reading the Bible and understanding it. Now, with reading the Bible, you can start with, let's say, the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right? They'll tell you about Jesus, and you'll get a good story about who he is. And then possibly you can start reading maybe like a proverb a day to start that habit of reading, because of how many proverbs there are. You read one per day, and you're just trying to create that habit. But to really understand what's in the Word, you want to get around like-minded people that love the Bible, that are going to tell you the truth, and get in community. So through your local church, get involved in small groups, and learn that way. There's Bible studies and things like that at all types of churches, and I think that's going to benefit you more so than trying to beat yourself up on how to read. And then you start taking it slower during that time, right? If you have questions, there's literally a website called gatquestions.org. That's an awesome website. It really breaks down a lot of the common questions that people have, and I would suggest going there. If you have questions about who God is, who Christ is, what certain Christian beliefs are, they will give you more of a sound explanation, and then you'll be able to go in and click on the Bible hyperlinks and actually read what they're talking about, so you can get better understanding. Remember, as you're going into this process, it is not a race. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You're going to be working on this for the rest of your life. Nobody has everything figured out as far as how to live a perfect life here. Only one does. His name is God. So I suggest you plug yourself into a church. Learn from what they're saying. Try everything that you hear from the church back through the word. So whatever you're listening to in church, write down detailed notes. Go home, read it in here, make sure it lines up. Any other questions? You get GodQuestions.org. Not a part of them, not affiliated. Utilize them. You have the Bible Project. They do great things on YouTube. You can find videos that really breaks down books of the Bible in an animated way that really makes it more plain, I would say, so you can actually get more into that. So those are two different online tools. Then, like I said, you have the Bible app or any other Bible app, because a lot of them allow you to have these different parallels, so you can read what does the King James version say, what does the New King James, what does the ESV, which is English Standard Version, CSB Christian Standard Version, right? All of those, you're going to see which one sticks out to you when you're reading it that you can understand. Never get caught up in staying in one thing, but you want to start the process and you want to get understanding, and you want to make sure that you have a Bible that you're reading consistently. Only one I would say steer kind of away from is called the Message. The Message Bible is a paraphrase of a lot, well, for the whole Bible pretty much. And you know how paraphrases go. You can say this and it means this and it's a great thing, but the other translations are definitely going to get you more of a better understanding to what the word is. And that's what you're going to be able to compare to what your pastor is saying or whatever other pastor you're listening to online. And I heard this from another pastor. I don't know who it is, but he said, we do not want you to be pretty much online disciples. You know, you want to be in community, building with people, learning, challenging one another, praying for one another, and walking this Christian thing out, because that's what it's called for. So that's just a quick basic intro. So if you're stepping into Christianity, what should you do? What should it look like? And give yourself grace. You're going to mess up, right? If you are newly baptized, don't think that your life changes overnight and you're not going to sin anymore. You're not going to have anger issues. You're not going to deal with whatever thing you are dealing with. It is a process. God will pull you from it if you're willing to let go. If you don't want to let go and you want to hold on to some, you want to hold on to this, you want to hold on to that, trust me, the process is going to be a lot harder for you, and you're going to feel like you're not advancing, but you are. Just stay consistent. Let go of certain things. It's going to be a task, but I promise you, as you pray and read, God will help you through. All right? I'm out.